Some of the greatest minds in history wrote down their thoughts. So what might happen if you did the same? I read this quote and it's just amazing. The faintest ink is more powerful than the strongest memory. One of the most valuable skills that you can learn is writing. And I'm not just talking about writing books or anything like that. I'm talking about just day-to-day writing. I'm talking about journaling ideas. I'm talking about writing down your goals. I'm talking about creating a plan for your time so you can properly manage your time and get all your goals done. I'm talking about writing for productivity, writing so that you can get to know yourself. Writing is almost like listening to yourself. So whatever that may be, whether it's an idea or your goals, write it down. Research shows that writing things down makes you 42% more likely to achieve your goals. So if you write down a goal, you're more likely to achieve that goal. If you write down a plan, you're more likely to follow through with the plan. If you write down an idea, you are more likely to remember it again and again. There's so much data and research that supports the idea that writing is in fact the most powerful form of information retention. So you can use writing as a tool to enhance your life. I've been journaling for the last 4 years. I write down things like a gratitude journal where I write down all of the things that I'm grateful for, and this drastically changes your mood as well as your mental health. When I write down what I actually want to do throughout the day, I find that productivity skyrockets. I'm more efficient, I'm more focused, and I'm more productive just because I have a plan. When I write down all my goals, I find that my actions are now more aligned towards my goals. So if you have an idea, write it down so that you can keep that inspiration, because most of the ideas that we lose would have changed our lives. And that's why you gotta write it down. Write down your goals, whether they're big or small goals, long or short-term visions. Writing them down will almost manifest. So now that I know the importance of writing, where do I start? So you want to start by opening up on a blank page. And just like anything else, you're going to have to start from scratch. You're just going to have to take the first step. And even if you don't know what to write about, it's fine. You can just write anything. And this is a very important key tip. You want to choose a pen that you like. So as soon as you have a pen that you like and you just like the feeling of the way it glides over the paper, that is going to make you more likely to write and enjoy the act of writing. And that's all I can say. I made this video because writing literally changed my life, and I'm positive that it can also change yours. So if you want to improve yourself, check out my new ebook in the description. Like and save this video, and you got this, bro.